slight change of plan. In the last video, when I was tearing down pallets talking about getting wood for the goat shelter, I mentioned putting the shelter here, kind of in this area, right around where this cedar tree is. Since then, we've gotten about an 8-hour torrential downpour, and my original concern was drainage, this being kind of the highest point in the yard, and drainage naturally occurs down there. Well, after that rain, I was out here walking around and noticed that it didn't really get wet down here behind the shed, which is an ideal place to put a little goat shelter. So I kind of cleared this area out a little bit, and I think that's where I'm going to put sort of a kind of a lean-to roof, shed roof, and that way I'll have this wall already finished and I can just build off of here. Now this building, I don't know how long it's been here, long before I was here. It is not straight, square, plumb, level, so this whole mess is going to be kind of organic. The idea is going to put about 3 posts here, 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 and put a ledger along that wall, some rafters, metal roof, and then just kind of frame around it, kind of like a little pole building, lean-to, and then use up the pallet slats as siding. So first I'm going to measure and figure out how I'm going to lay this out and where to put the posts. Okay, I've run some string from this wall straight out 8 feet and went 12 feet down, so it'll be 8 by 12. Squared these lines against the wall using the 3-4-5 method. So those lines are square to that wall, and I've marked 12 feet from post to post. Those lines are 12 feet apart against the wall. So now I will drill and dig 3 post holes, probably through a bunch of roots. This is not going to be fun. Anyone who has ever dug a post hole knows it is not fun. Alright, got a hole down to the hard packed clay, and look at this sucker. That is a root that I had to cut out of there. That's why post holes suck. Okay, I got 2 posts that I pulled off of one of those big pallets. Got them set in there, and I need to go to the store and get some post setting, quick setting concrete, and probably a 10-foot pressure treated post, probably some metal roofing, some other stuff. So that's what we'll do next. Water in there. Rained again last night. Okay, post is in, stabilized with stakes screwed into the post. Post level set. Looks pretty good. Now I got to make sure that this face of this post is perfectly parallel with that wall and equally spaced from the wall at the bottom and the top. Okay, the post is set. Got the second post setting up. About to pull this frame off and set the third post. This is a post level, which is handy when you're setting posts if you're doing it by yourself. Cool. Alright, got my bracing. Good. Good to me. Alright, now put some water in there. Actually, there's already some water in there because it rained last night. Water, concrete, let it set. This is fast setting post concrete. Sets up in 30 minutes and you can walk on it in about 6 hours. Well, the good thing about farm building is your customer isn't all that picky. I have yet to meet a goat that cared all that much about building codes. Okay, well, it has rained for like 3 days. Everything is wet and it's really holding up this production and it's taking too long, so today is like in the 70s. It's really nice. So we need to get as much of this done as we can because it's going to rain tomorrow, so I've enlisted some help. Okay, we got our posts in. I'm going to take this frame off. Then we're going to put our top beam and level that. Okay, I got the beam up, and now I have to get this ledger up to put the roof rafters on. I know that the corrugated metal roofing we're using requires a minimum of 3 and 12 pitch for your roof. So I know this span from this wall to this beam is 8 feet. So 3 inches times 12 eighths. 3 eighths is 24. So I need to be 2 feet higher on this side than I am on this side. So to do that, I'm going to run a string with a line level and measure up 2 feet. This is a line level. It sits on a string. We put it on our string and run it over here. Trip on a block. This is our spot. I go up 2 feet from that. This is the top of our ledger, if I can reach it. And I just go level the whole way down.
here for moral support because I have no idea what to do or how to do it. So I guess I'm here to just kind of hand boards and stuff like that. But
yes, but that makes it go twice as fast.
Okay. But for the most part, that's why I'm not on camera, because I'm just kind of supervising.
Okay, I got my 2 ledgers and my ledger up. It's all level. It's probably the only level thing on this structure. And I have them sticking out about 1 foot so that I can have kind of a 1 foot overhang. A little bit of a roof over this where the wall will be. I'm going to actually leave this open. I may add a wall later, but I'll have to sink a post right here and then have a door there. I'm just going to wing that, but at first we're just going to leave this all open.
Okay, I am spacing the rafters 2 feet apart. I'm going to show you a quick trick that I use to cut the bird's mouth cuts in rafters using a speed square. So you don't have to use any fancy math or angles or a protractor or any kind of weirdness. Alright, I'm measuring 2 feet. Got my mark. Now we cut the angle on the back of the rafter to flush it up against the wall. So first I use a speed square and lay it on the ledger like here, and then I'm going to scoot it out to where it's lined up at that corner top. So we want to make this line so that this butts up against the wall. Okay, then I take the base of the square, flush it against the top of the ledger, lean it up against the rafter board and draw that line like that. Alright. Then I always keep a scrap piece of 2x4 little block in my tool belt because I use it as a template all the time for things, which saves me having to make 1.5 by 3.5 inch measurements. Like that. Alright, so now we're going to cut this out and this out, and it'll sit just like it's supposed to on that ledge. Okay, roof rafters are on. Okay, now I'm going to use as many of these long slats as I can across the rafters to give me my nailing surface for my roofing. These are pretty long, they're like 6 feet long, so I'm going to use those up. Well, this is only about the second nice day we've had in 2 weeks without rain. Gotta get this roof on, get the walls on, get the fence going. Is done.
ran out of nails. Good thing I saved all these ones from the pallets. Hillbilly engineering. Huh, that actually worked. It's square. One of the challenges of figuring out how to build things yourself when you're by yourself is coming up with creative ways to hold things, especially when they're up high. So these clamps are amazing. Window. And I'm going to make it so you can prop it open and make a little latchy thing. Alright, one goat shelter. I bought 8 2x4s for rafters and 8 or 9 sheets of corrugated metal roofing and the screws with the rubber washers for the roofing and a 4x4 10-foot pressure treated post for the back corner. Everything else was recycled from the pallets. All the slat siding was from the pallets and these posts, 2x4s, and I'm going to go through and finish the inside walls with OSB that I pulled off the door pallets, and I may have to buy another sheet of it, but eventually I'll probably put a post here and make this a wall and then make this like a sliding barn door deal. So that's it, guys. That's a goat shelter made out of pallets. Total cost was about $100 plus a lot of labor in tearing pallets apart, but you know, it is what it is. So, see you guys in the next video, I guess. What do you want me to do?
Dance.
That's my dance.